Hello, let's do Wordle for Friday, December 12th. Yesterday we spun the wheel and it told us to start with yomim, which is the plural of day, days in Hebrew. And I guess it was borrowed enough into English that dictionary authors took note. And it is in the Scrabble dictionary, and thus it is accepted by Wordle. All right, unfortunately, all gray. But we did learn something, which is that not only is there not one M, but there's also not two M's. Good to know. All right, it looks like we can just do steal again, so let's do that. Basically solving in 5. All right, so there's just a T from steal. So I'd like to introduce the R. We could do a TR word. The only vowel left is U, and trunk just falls out from that. N is a common letter. So let's just do trunk. Ooh. Oh no, it's truck. Ah, okay. Well, that was lucky / unlucky at the same time. Interesting. At least it wasn't trappy. I think it was only truck after these greens for sure. But I think before that there were plenty of options. But with only the U available and wanting to try the R, it made sense to do TRU for sure. All right. Well, first thing we're going to do is spin the members wheel and see what we're going to start with tomorrow. All right. Butte, suggested by VW Jet. So we might learn something about T's tomorrow. Of all the letters to repeat, E and T are kind of the best ones. So if you're going to repeat something, might as well be that T. All right. So if you'd like to follow along, then start with Butte tomorrow. And let's start our analysis now. See how we did today. So the answer was truck. And I've gotten some questions about what the heck is ultra mode. Well, so your easy and hard mode are options in the actual Wordle settings. Ultra is just something people do to make the game a little harder, but also how most people play anyway. So it's kind of a mixed bag there. Ultra is how people think they're supposed to play Wordle, which is only guess something that could still be the answer. Now, Wordle does not enforce that in easy or hard mode at all. In easy mode, you can guess whatever the heck you want, even if it doesn't match the clues. Hard, you have to match the positive clues. You have to use a yellow somewhere, even if it's in the same spot. You have to use a yellow somewhere. You have to use green in the same spot. But you can reuse grays. You can move yellows around where they're not supposed to go. So you can still guess things that couldn't be the answer. So if we put the bot in ultra mode, it plays in the style of only guessing what could still be the answer. And you can see it actually increases the guesses left by 0.001 on average. All right, so steal. Oh, sorry, we started with yomim. Probably not fully explored. Oh, it is. Okay. Well, so we would immediately lose on a bunch of words. Ace trap, aider trap, aunt trap. Just let's list all the traps. All right. I went with steal. Is that in the list? It is in the list. Okay. For once. Wow. So steal would have lost on the aider trap, AER trap. Yeah, the AER trap for sure. Aunt. The aced trap, the udge trap. Crazy. But it wasn't any of those, so we're fine. So what this is saying is if these had been the answer, which they weren't, but if they had been the answer, you were in danger of losing. But they weren't the answer, so we're fine. So we got lucky is what it's saying. There was only a 1.33% chance of it being these words. So it's suggesting butch from here. It doesn't even want to guess trunk, but that's what I went for. It just felt natural to me. And then from there, it was only truck. There weren't even any unlikelies. So I got lucky there. Let's look at what butch would have done. Butch would have gotten truck next anyway. So would brunt have? Brunt would be truck or truth. Interesting. All right. Well, from yomim, oops, it's going to do leapt. Which would have lost on a bunch, but not quite as many. And then it's going to go stunk. From stunk, it's only truck. So that gets rid of the N for trunk. Interesting. Okay, cool. Let's look at tails. It's suggested start. It's going to go thorn or touch or trout. From thorn, we do trick or truck. So or trump. So we have a 1 and 3 of just getting it. Otherwise, we're going to get it next. So 3 or 4. So kind of matches me. A little bit better than me, I think. And then from steal directly, See, the yo meme got rid of the O and I, which I think is big because it's going to go mount here. And then it's down to truck or truth. So it could get into 3 or it could get in 4. All right. So similar to what Tails did. A DU, only the U, but we need to check the O. So it's going to go court. And from there, it's only truck. All right. Or it could have gone slurp. That's tied. And slurp was not nearly as good. We're going to go some. Oh, it could. No, it's not going to go truck. It's going to go brunt or grunt. And then from there, it could go truth truck. So it could be as bad as 5. All right. Audio only has the U. It doesn't check the E, though. We're just going to go straight to spurt, get all the good consonants. And then from spurt, it's still not going TR. It's going brute. Maybe it's worried about traps. Like a TRU trap or something. From brute, we're going to go truck or trunk. So either 4 or 5. A lot of people like to start with stare as well. From stare, we're going to go throb. That's an interesting choice. And then trick, and then truck. We could go truck directly, so it could get in 3. So 3 or 4 seems like we're probably going to have an average around somewhere between 3 and 4 today. Okay, and then trace statistically has the highest chance of getting in 2. Today we're going to say it did, because we say it gets lucky on 50-50s and stuff. So it does get truck in 2. And then, so yay, finally. And then place, we get the C in place. Interesting. This is what the official bot starts with. We're going to check hutch or touch. From hutch, it could be stuck truck or just straight to truck. From touch, it's only truck. So it'll be interesting to see what the official bot does. We're about to head over there. All right, so how did we beat the bot? It said I had 90 skill, 50 luck, and 3.4 was our average, which is exactly what I said, between 3 and 4. Yo meme, bold choice, indeed. So we know that anyone who started with yo meme is a watcher of mine. So we've got 86 people in hard mode matching mine. And I think I am going to always also switch over to easy mode so we can see how many other of my viewers are following my start. This is amazing, though. Steal is, of course, the most common follow-up. If steal's available, go steal is kind of my strategy. Stare, slate, place, least. A lot of good words here. Stern. There's definitely, if you really like the consonant heavy, stern is a good choice. You got to be worried about ER trap a little bit, but we got stale, plate, Tesla, loud. Laud. Cool. So, trunk was a solid guess and a lucky one. Yeah, that's definitely true. It would have gone butch as well. And then truck was the only possible solution left. How many went? Interesting. So truck and trunk were the most common follow-ups from Steel here. Just because you have the T, you want to chest R, so you think of TRU. I mean, it just makes sense, right? Truth would be another one. Other people going the UNT. So grunt, burnt, brunt. Butch, only one person seems to have chosen Butch there. All right. We've got place, touch, truck. So that's what I left this on. All right, so got a little lucky there. Yo meme was at 396 rank. Truck was at 0.3%. So I think there might be some people who start with truck other than cheaters. So congrats to them. The only thing people are losing on really is trunk. We've got like a way greater than 99% solve rate. All right, well, let's go back and look at easy mode as well. I don't like calling it easy mode, maybe normal mode, whatever. Doesn't really matter what you call it. Non-hard mode. The thing is, I think people play in hard mode even if they don't turn it on most of the time. Of course, then there's the stare cloud pinky people and other 3-word starts, 2-word starts, things like that people will do. So, where am I saving this? Oh, right, just right here. Sorry, you can't see this, but I'm saving it the image. Someone did say when I take a screenshot like that, it goes to my screenshots folder, but my screenshots folder has thousands in it, and OneDrive keeps backing it, keeps restoring it when I delete them. So I haven't dealt with that yet. Anyway, let's go here. I know, just personal problems here of my own making. Let's see. Truck. All right, don't analyze with hard mode. Same exact skill score, luck score. So didn't mind my guesses even here. All right, so we got 55 people in normal mode who also started with Yo Meme, and still the most popular follow up. So this actually looks very similar. Do we have any that don't use a T? Would be my question. Reels doesn't use a T, so someone decided to just get a bunch of good letters and ignore the T. So plain not having hard mode on for a reason. All right. A lot of people going trunk over truck, which is kind of interesting. Truth, thunk. Thunk is interesting. Hutch, grunt. All right. It goes slate count truck, still gets it in 3. We got 0.4% of people starting with truck here. And then a greater than 99% solve rate, but it's 0.2% of people losing on trunk. So we still follow the trend of hard mode players losing less often than normal mode players, which is kind of interesting. All right. Well, how'd you do? And that is it for Wordle. If you would like to watch the New York Times games, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.